There are so many billionaires in the world, we don't even know how many there are. And yet we do know how many working poor there are, and they are making the billions for those billionaires. Jerry Dias is the president of Unifor, joins me right now because I want to talk about the future of unions. I've said this for years. It frustrates me when someone has a big business and they are multi-millionaire or a billionaire, and they're paying, sometimes even single moms working for them, the minimum wage. The working poor. They're making on the backs of the working poor. Why aren't the unions out there fixing this?
We're doing the best we can. Believe me, organizing workers who are generally working precarious, part-time, non-standard jobs, very difficult to organize.
Unions should be able to organize everybody.
Oh, look, we are in the 20 largest economic sectors in this country, but organizing is incredibly difficult because of the scare tactics that employers use. But let me tell you, because you're dead on, there's nothing that makes me more sick than the Galen Westons of the world and their $8.3 billion worth of net worth, who pay their employees nickels and dimes. They had their employees on strike for 10 weeks in New Brunswick. We just settled it a couple days ago. 85% of them part-time workers, over half of them making $12.15 an hour, while he made $1 billion in profit during the pandemic. He should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, there's lots of other people too. There's lots of other people who are employers, and as you say, $12, $13 an hour, which is really subsistence wages, and they're making billions.
Absolutely, it's outrageous.
So why can't you get these people organized and
well, there's no question. We're the only private sector union in this country that's growing, and we're organizing on a regular basis. But it is a challenge, yes. When you take a look at some of the challenges that we face through legislation, through lack of card check, look, you've got successive conservative governments around this country that are doing everything they can to throw obstacles and roadblocks to make it more difficult for workers to organize, yet we are still being incredibly successful. But is it a challenge? Yes, but guess what? We're going to fight like heck for those workers that deserve so much more. They're being exploited, and it's ridiculous.
Well, there is a lot of exploitation, but there's also this huge amount, resulting in this huge amount of inequality. Even in Canada, there are people, as I said, in working poor. I can't believe that I'm pushing for the unions, but when people go and see the standard of living of the working poor, they should be ashamed of it.
There's no question about it. We can do so much better as a nation. Here I am in downtown Toronto, and I can't get by a corner without finding a homeless person laying on the crate. Yeah. As the weather gets colder, it makes me, so concerned about the livelihood of so many people. We're a nation that's so rich in raw materials and natural resources. There's so many people with so much, and we can't take care of our working poor. We can't do better for people. We can't find a way to create more full-time jobs and get rid of the part-time jobs. It's just outrageous. It's about exploitation. It's about greed, and we need to make sure that we have a very strong stand against it.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jerry Dias, God bless you. 3 minutes, thanks very much. The numbers are in, and it's obvious that more and more people are watching this show because you are getting the precise and concise news that you would not get on the mainstream media. And in the meantime, I guess we're cheesing a few people off. That's clear from the fact that Randy Hillier, MPP, was censored. You can see my views on that on StephenLeDrew.ca. So we have to keep this going. We started it as a project. We are running out of money. If you know someone who wants to advertise or to sponsor this, please fill in the form because we are determined to keep this news on the air for you.